Hey guys, this is Kevin from Adventure Garage, and today I will be showing you how to replace your stock headlight adjustment housings with 3D printed ones. Link will be in the description. Please enjoy. We're first going to start by looking at what we've got here. So on the left we've got channel locks. This could be channel locks or pliers, just anything to hold down so that you can screw the bolt or screw that you have into the housing unit so that it fits properly before you completely put it into the housing. Next, we have a socket and a screwdriver. These could be used depending on what screws or bolts you have to use to hold the headlight in. Next, we have drill bits. We have 3 of them. You'll understand why later. We have more, but those are used for drilling out the rivets. In the middle, we have the small blue piece. This can be found on Thingiverse. I'll also leave a link in the description below. This is the actual piece that holds in your headlight housing. Below that, we have your rivet that's a 1/4 inch. To the right of that we have the riveting gun, and to the right of that we have the drill, and yes, it is corded. I recommend using a corded one just because drilling out the rivets takes quite some time. I'm going to show you guys how to get to the point where you can remove them. So what you're going to start by doing is removing the screw from below the headlight with a screwdriver. It's a Phillips head. At this point you're just going to remove the chrome ring around the headlight, and as you can see, my headlight has already fallen out. My housings have already been stripped, so from here you can either look where the arrows are pointing, and that's where you'd remove the screws from originally, or like my case, it would just fall out. I would leave the spring in just to allow it to hold in place because it's very hard to re-add that. As you can see, what I've started to do is drill out the rivets that are holding the 2 housings in. You'll see that there is the large hole on the top or the right side where the screw goes in. Then there's the middle one, which is the rivet. And then there's the one on the inside, which is just a placeholder so that the housing doesn't rotate. The drilling will take a while. You just got to keep at it. What I recommend doing is starting with the very thin drill bit, drilling all the way through, going to a bit larger drill bit, drilling all the way through, and then going with the correct size drill bit and drilling all the way through. This will be your fastest way to drill through. After you have broken through the rivets, your housings will most likely fall to the bottom. Do not worry about it. Just proceed on attaching the new housings, and you will most likely find them under your vehicle after you move it. Before putting in your new housings, I would recommend screwing in the bolt or screw one time just to get the threads set. Second, once your housings do fall out, I would recommend removing the housing that's in the back there. You don't have to, but it does make the top one very, very difficult. I struggled with it for quite some time. After that, hold the housing in place, put your rivet through, and use the riveting gun to tighten them in place. Once your housings are secure, put back up your headlight and start screwing in the bolts or screws that you have. Once your screws and bolts are in, make sure you adjust your headlight properly as not to blind people, and that your headlights are looking actually at the road and not in the ditch or something. After adjusting your headlight, put back on the chrome bezel, and you are good to go. Please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. Peace.